Today we're checking out another projector by VIZONY, this time model DP04. I want to thank them for sending this over to review on the channel. This one's pretty affordable at under $100. I'll leave a link down below with current pricing and more information. So let's go ahead and get started. This one works best on a screen up to 250 inches. It's got 350 ANZ lumens, 1080p Full HD resolution. It has Bluetooth 5.2. It also has dual band Wi-Fi. Of course, inside the box, you've got a user manual. You've also got information on cleaning the projector, pretty typical power cable, audio video adapter, HDMI cable is included as well. Pretty typical remote control. You have most of the things on there that you would need, like source, back button, volume control, directional arrows, source, home button, and power. Let's take off the lens cap here. Pretty simple design on the front. You just have the remote control sensor over to the side. You plug the power over on the side, ventilation on the opposite side. As far as connections, you've got USB, HDMI, audio, video, a headphone jack, along with your speaker and your remote control sensor. You've got manual focus and keystone adjustment right there on the top. You also have some controls here on the top as well. OK and back buttons, power, and directional arrows. Here on the bottom, you've got a mount there in the middle. If you want to put this on a tripod or mount it to a ceiling, you also have an adjustable foot here as well. Overall, feels like pretty solid build quality for this category. You can see this one has a pretty simple home screen. You've got shortcuts to your different connections. You've got Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, screen mirroring, and then in settings you can adjust things like picture mode, color temperature, rotation. You can also reduce the display size. You have sound mode, balance, sleep timer, auto sleep, and OSD timer. You also have OSD language, Bluetooth setting, restore to factory default, software update through USB, and OTA upgrade. I feel like the overall picture quality on here definitely feels like it's entry level. Typically on projectors in this category, it can be harder to see details and shadows or darker areas, and that's the case with this one. If this is your first projector or if this is something for kids, it might not matter as much. The colors do look nice on here and text is fairly sharp. It may depend on what you're watching, because I think you will notice in darker scenes it can be harder to see the details. Of course, I'm comparing this to more expensive projectors, so you have to keep in mind considering this is entry level. The sound is decent on here at halfway. Obviously you'll get better sound using external speakers. Here's a quick sample just to give you an idea of what it sounds like. Up to 120 Hz refresh rate with 1752 by 2800 resolution, so obviously a larger screen.
Just try to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away, but I've known you too long. It hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
Now, if you want to use this for presentations, the text on here is probably good enough for most things. As you can see here on my iPad, and surprisingly it plays mobile games fairly smooth on here using a Bluetooth controller. The best looking games in my opinion are probably older games like Punch-Out, shown here on my Super Nintendo Mini, but I also tested out games on my PS5 just to see how it looks, and it was surprisingly better than I expected. Now obviously this isn't going to be better or as good as a 4K TV, but like I said, playing faster paced games like Rocket League was a little smoother than I expected. I think even though this is not the best screen quality out there, considering the price, this could be just good enough for someone who wants to get started with projectors, or maybe you need a gift for smaller kids, maybe you just need something to watch YouTube videos, Netflix, that sort of thing. Then this might be one way to go considering the price.